Hey everybody, Final Film Productions back with another AEW Fight Forever video. Today I want to talk about a few things, some really big news about new Stadium Stampede Battle Royal, 30 players online, leak that this is something that's going to be in the game possibly. I don't know if it's going to be in launch, but possibly in the future, maybe a DLC, an update. But the first thing I want to say is that we are 24 hours, as I am recording here, 24 hours away from AEW Fight Forever being released. So this time tomorrow, the game will be out and me and many others will be able to play it. And especially somebody like me, I can start to make proper videos in the game, because at the moment I'm relying on other people's info and other people's footage and official footage. So it'll be great to actually play the game and actually be able to make content. So whatever content and whatever things you'd like to see me cover with the game, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe if you haven't already, because I will be doing a lot of AEW Fight Forever videos. But yeah, the big thing at the moment that people are talking about, a user on Twitter called @LynchReborn has released a tweet that he calls it a data mine pipe bomb leak. He says AEW Fight Forever Stadium Stampede is a 30-player online battle royale mode. He says this is what Battle Pass is for. It's got loadouts, chests, vehicles, horse, golf cart, shrinking circle, the whole 9 yards. And he's baffled why THQ hasn't revealed it. So THQ is that this is obviously something that's we've seen little mentions and kind of references to this before in menu screenshots and different things. And we know Stadium Stampede is a very memorable and always still talked about match by AEW, and we've seen lots of screenshots of mini games from Stadium Stampede, such as the baseball game and stuff. But the idea that they're actually going to do a battle royale style mode, so this is kind of like he's talking about the shrinking circle here, so this is kind of a Fortnite, the storm arriving in, and users, I think the users have to eliminate each other by either doing a finisher move or by doing some sort of losing amount of health or something, and it's all down to the last wrestler standing. So this is kind of not exactly a strictly Stadium Stampede match with, you know, I don't know, is it 4 or 5 guys in each team versus each other, and whoever gets the pin. This is probably a mini game online style thing. But I think it's a really cool idea to have 30 players playing at once in this massive map. Obviously a big stadium. I don't know whether you can go up through the seating and stands and stuff like that. But there's screenshots. I don't really want to show too much of the screenshots and stuff, because I don't know if this is something that's going to get copyright striked, and I don't know where AEW don't want this stuff to be shown and stuff. But there is screenshots showing, if you check on Twitter, of Kenny Omega on a golf cart and on a horse. So and some of it seems to be backstage. So is this going to be a stadium and backstage setup? That would be really, really cool. So anything for me, I've always said with wrestling games that the match types and the amount of different match stipulations you can do, that's the stuff that gets me interested. You know, the WWE games, I know this year they added in the blood and, or not the blood and guts, the War Games double ring, double cage match, and that was really cool. But I've always wanted more of that type of stuff. I think the more gameplay variety you can add in, and the more weapons and all the kind of extra small details and big details is what helps a game have longevity and makes it more interesting to me. So this battle royale mode, Stadium Stampede, sounds really cool, and what it does open up for, if they really are allowing 30 players to play at once, that does open up the possibility of the blood and guts match happening at some point, because at the moment most of the stuff we've seen is 4 people playing at once, only 4 people in the ring at once, and only 4 people really in a match. Well, that they've shown the Battle Royale, which is more people in the match. But if they're going to have 30 players available to play in the Stadium Stampede, that does suggest that we could get matches like Blood and Guts in the future, which obviously have 8 to 10 people in the matches. So this is really cool. I think it opens up the possibilities that they are able to push the amount of active wrestlers on screen at once, and that it's not just going to be 2 to 4 people playing at once. So yeah, I think this is really cool. I mean, the game is 24 hours away. How will it launch? How will it launch on all the different consoles? Will there be much glitches and errors? We know the WWE 2K20 a couple of years ago had a really bad launch. It remains to be seen how polished and how ready Fight Forever is. It hasn't been many reviews yet that I've noticed. I've seen. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And there hasn't really been that much buzz about it. Obviously wrestling fans and people that watch AEW and people that are following the game are excited by it. But if you're talking about mainstream buzz, like if you can go to the PlayStation Store, maybe I'm wrong on this, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't really see the game front and center, being kind of, when there's a new game coming out, it's always in the pre-order front and center page, and on the menu that you can see it, and that's for people that are casuals that haven't heard about this. If this game has to sell well for us to get more AEW games in the future, so the marketing is very limited and quiet at the moment. Hopefully that will get better. But what do you guys think about Stadium Stampede, this Battle Royale style mode? Are you excited by that? Do you think that's a good idea? And what do you think about the likelihood that Blood and Guts, the War Games cage match will come as well? Do you think that's a possibility? Let me know in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you're as excited as I am to play AEW Fight Forever. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.